team's the same as the one that beat Arsenal 2-0 at Goodison last Saturday. It's an exciting young side that promises to do well next season. Swansea's Robbie James today plays his 350th league game, despite the fact he's just had his 25th birthday. He's played for Swansea in all 4 divisions and in fact has scored goals too, from the 4th to the 1st. In contrast, 17-year-old Stuart Rimmer plays his first ever game in the Everton first team. He's a front player and still an apprentice. Today's referee, Dennis Hedges from Oxford. So it's Everton then in their normal blue strip who get this game underway. Everton with not a very good away record so far this season. They've won just 4 of the 19 games played. First touch for Di Davis, ex-Everton himself, of course. Jimmy Hadziaptic up the line for Alan Curtis. Curtis having certainly his best ever season. A bad ball though by him. Here's Sharp. Outside to Irvine. Tries to take on Stevenson, gets in his cross, but it's over the byline. And Alan Irvine quickly into the game there, the Everton right winger, playing his first full season as a full-time pro, having been a part-timer with Queen's Park in Scotland last season. Powerful header upfield, but it'll go straight through to Di Davis. Swansea, in contrast to Everton, have a very good home record indeed, having lost just 3 of their 19 games played. Now a chance for Robbie James. Curtis. Unable, though, to hit the target that time. Alan Curtis, though, as I say, having a quite superb season for Swansea. In the Everton goal, Neville Southall, number 2 to Di Davis, of course, in the Welsh side. First header then for Mick Walsh, the big Everton number 3. Good ball up by Owen. And that'll be a throw-in. Neville Southall scrambling out there. First chance then for Swansea. That's to Gary Stanley. Chris Maristic. Latchford. And Stevens, the Everton number 2, happy there to concede the first corner of the game. First corner of the game then to Swansea City. Gary Stanley, the number 9, moving across to take it. Swansea with just 2 men in the 6-yard area at the moment. Stanley with it then. Driven low to Curtis. And the second corner. Curtis wanting Jimmy Hadziaptic to move up and give some support to Gary Stanley. That in fact is what he's doing this time. Taken short quickly. Stanley. Latchford, but Southall up well. Stevenson times his jump well. McMahon. Irvine underneath it. The ball hanging on nastily in this wind. Robbie James trying to get Curtis on his way. He got the pace now to get past Walsh. Curtis, blocked though by Walsh. Ball breaks well for Swansea though. Hadziaptic. Not a good ball by him. And a chance then for Stevens to break for Everton. As Rimmer outside him. And Rimmer, in fact, there, trapped into an offside position. Ray Kennedy being told by the referee to take the free kick, and back it goes to Di Davis. Di Davis, who hasn't missed a league game now for 2 seasons. Curtis well beaten in the air by Higgins. McMahon into Heath. Sharp. Now then, he's got Heath to his left. He tries one himself. And my word, this man Sharp can really hit a ball. He's scored some spectacular goals this season. A powerful drive here from the edge of the area, but just wide. Gary Stanley. Trying to find Hadziabic, gets it back. He can hit a ball too. And just like Sharp, Stanley too can hit a ball well, as he's shown this season, but again, just off targets. Now Curtis into Robbie James. Marustic down the line, but Walsh cuts it off temporarily. Curtis. Latchford. There's Robbie James with him. Kennedy. Ray Kennedy then, where he's at his most dangerous, creeping up at the far posts. The ball crossed into him by Robbie James. That's where he comes up, as Martin Peters used to do so often, but his header going over the bar. Curtis has Latchford out left. The sort of situation where he tries to go himself, jinks in and out. Still Swansea keep up the pressure. Curtis, a nice little touch to Hadziabic. Trying the 1-2 with Curtis. Still Hadziabic. Chance for Robbie James. The chance then for Robbie James, who thought he should have had a corner. A nice Swansea attack. A lovely 1-2 between Curtis and Hadziabic, creating it. A good cross by Hadziabic, but Ross putting pressure on Robbie James. And Swansea already, it seems, warming up Leighton James, even though the game is just 17 minutes old. Ray Kennedy, the man injured when he went in at the far post for that header a few minutes ago, looked as if he might have pulled a hamstring, and he could be the man to make way for Leighton James. Billy Wright. Kennedy gives the ball away to Ross. Play a little scrappy at the moment. Stanley in well though to Latchford. Has Curtis open on the far side. Swansea's best chance yet, perhaps, in towards the near post for Stanley. Still Gary Stanley. And finally Everton get it away. No foul, says the referee, as Irvine, the winger, comes deep. Stevenson to Robbie James. Has Hadziabic outside him if he wants him. Well tackled though by Walsh. Still though Swansea, Irwin. Rajkovic. Loves to press forward, this man. Marustic, Stanley, and Rajkovic has kept running. This is him, but is straight into an offside position. So Leighton James then comes on for Swansea in place of Ray Kennedy. Stevens again, and a foul by Rajkovic on Stuart Rimmer. So it'll be number 6, Steve McMahon, with his free kick. Rimmer making the decoy run for him. Higgins at the back post to Sharp. Sharp can lay it off for Heath. Good goal. Adrian Heath, £750,000 of a player, puts Everton in front. A layoff by Sharp and a blistering shot by Heath. 25 minutes gone then. Everton take the lead. Fine goal then by Heath, although all the early pressure in this game had come from Swansea City, but a bad defensive mistake giving that goal. Now a chance for them to reply. Leighton James gets in a good cross, but cut out by Stevens. Marustic and Billy Wright this time. Up to Sharp. Heath running well from midfield. Rimmer. Good tackle though by Rajkovic. And a foul on the Yugoslav. Curtis looking for an early ball. Here's Curtis with Marustic. Stanley. Not on target this time, though. Gary Stanley catching the ball as it bounced, and over the top it went. Neville Southall then with almost certainly the last goal kick of this first half. And that's it. In fact, no time for Neville Southall to take the goal kick as referee Hedges calls a halt to the first half. A difficult game to play in the blustery conditions, but it's Everton who go into the dressing rooms at half-time. 1 goal in the lead. The goal scored by Heath after 25. This second half underway. Swansea losing by a goal to 0 at the moment to Everton. Swansea beaten 3 times at home this season in 19 games. And we'll look to get a bit of pride back this afternoon after that bad defeat at Birmingham City last Saturday that ended their title hopes. Curtis getting the ball across to Latchford. And a chance for Stanley, but an offside flag. Gary Stanley has been alternating between right back and midfield. Looks to be settling at the moment into midfield. It's a huge kick by Southall. Now a chance for Everton to break with Rimmer. He has Ross behind him, goes to the byline, gets past Marustic, but overruns it, but a penalty. Well, a controversial decision. Stuart Rimmer judged there to have been knocked over by Marustic. This is where he went to try and get to the byline, and yeah, was he pulled back there? Well, the referee decided yes. Guy Davis and all the other Swansea players disputing that decision. And as you can hear, crescendo of noise of protest here from the Swansea City crowd. That's what Graham Sharp has to face. Now it's all down to Guy Davis. Graham Sharp with it then. Beautiful goal. Graham Sharp's 11th goal of the season. The man who started off as substitute for the Everton reserve team, sending Guy Davis completely the wrong way. So 2 goals to 0 then to Everton with 5 minutes gone of the second half. Now Curtis though for Swansea. A chance to get back at them. Curtis blocked though by Higgins. Certainly a controversial decision by the referee, but he had no doubts. And Southall out well to meet that cross by Leighton James. A long one again by Southall, trying to get Sharp away. Doing well there. Stanley. Good run by Stanley. Lays it off for Curtis. No foul, says the referee. As Heath can now break. To Rimmer. And a bit of passion getting into this game. Obviously, the Swansea City players feeling hard done by. And Sharp's name, as Owen moves upfield, Sharp's name going into the referee's book. 1 minute the hero for Everton with that goal. Now the villain as he goes into the referee's book. Marustic. Ball breaking nicely for Swansea for Latchford. Now Curtis. Hit in towards the near post. Southall down well though. Curtis looking to hit it a little further, but just stubbing his foot, I think, there. Rimmer to Sharp. And a chance for Graham Sharp. Surely must score. He does so. Graham Sharp's second goal of the game then, and Swansea in tatters again at the back. As Stevenson slipped, so Sharp was left to go through on his own. Ty Davis with no chance. Just coming up to the hour then, Graham Sharp rather getting his second goal of the game. And that's the score, incredibly enough, after the pressure that Swansea have put on in the last few minutes. 3 goals down to Everton. And Swansea heading for their worst home defeats in the First Division. And I'm sure John Toshak can't quite believe his eyes. His side 3 goals to 0 down here after a quarter of an hour, just over a quarter of an hour of this second half. Now Wright. Irvine. And Rimmer. Fouled by Stevenson, though. Stevenson in on Rimmer's back. And Stevens wants to cool it all down. And referee Hedges wants the free kick taken in the proper position. And it's Billy Wright with it. Stevenson away, so an Everton throw. Irvin leaves it. Stevens in for Sharp and Stevenson away. Nigel Stevenson conceding the 3rd Everton corner of this half. So Ross has switched to the right-hand side of the field to take this. So Ross switching to hit an in-swinger. Taken short, and Hadziabdic away. Now Leighton James. That's a nice ball for Stanley, who has Rakovic outside him. Onside, and Stanley. Rakovic looking to turn Irvin and doing so. Robbie James. And the corner. Robbie James hoping there to celebrate his 350th league appearance with a goal. As Rakovic play the ball in. But now it's Marustic towards Southall's post, and the header, and no, not given. Colin Owen getting the ball into the net. No foul, though, says the referee. And Stanley for Swansea. Rakovic again to Stanley. A few options open there to Rakovic. Curtis was offside. As now Everton prepare to make their substitution. This is Kevin Richardson, and it looks as if it'll be 17-year-old Stuart Rimmer who'll be going off. So the end of his first game then for Stuart Rimmer. He's done very well for his manager Howard Kendall. But now it's Latchford. And the 2 Jameses, Leighton James. Does nicely, gets in a good cross, Robbie James. So Robbie James can celebrate his 350th league game in style. Lovely play here on the left wing by Leighton James. Getting in a lovely cross, and there was Robbie James to plant it. gives Swansea some respectability by getting 1 goal back. But surely Swansea have not got enough time left to get another 2 goals back. And that's it, the final whistle. A 4th home defeat of the season then for Swansea City, beaten by Everton by 3 goals to 1. Everton, who had led by 1 goal to 0 at half-time, with a goal by Heath after 25 minutes. 2 goals then in the second half by top scorer Graham Sharp, the first of them from the penalty spot, before Robbie James pulled one back for Swansea, making the final score Swansea City